This is working. We're supposed to be live right now.
You are live right now. I can see you.
We are live right now.
What?
There are police sirens. There's some kind of sirens going on right now outside.
They're coming for you.
I'm thinking like maybe someone got struck by lightning or something.
Hear how cool it'd be to be struck by lightning.
It would rule. You ever
Would
seen
not. No. Nope.
Think about the superpowers.
Yeah.
There are no super.
Hold on.
Explain Shazam.
I don't know what Shazam is.
You ever seen the interview with the woman who was struck by lightning?
No.
Hold on. Woman struck by lightning news. Yeah, this is a classic.
A Boise, Idaho woman is considered a medical miracle. Laura Esterman was struck by lightning nearly a month ago, and she was considered officially dead. Thankfully, CPR from her mom revived her heart, but she laid in a coma for 2 weeks, and then she defied all odds and woke up. Well, obviously, there was a problem with that tape. She doesn't really sound like that. She doesn't remember the accident, but the evidence is clear. I am so sorry.
That's a classic.
God.
My other.
Are we
my-
online?
What's that?
Are we online?
Yeah, Jessica, I'm streaming right now. I just played a whole clip.
Oh, badass.
This guy's too busy looking at TikToks. My other favorite news blooper. Hold on. This is what we're doing now. We're doing news blooper reactions. Yeah, this is my other favorite news blooper.
In the disappearance of Molly Bish, who vanished from Massachusetts 8 years ago. Authorities are now interviewing a 60-year-old man who's in a Florida prison. 16-year-old Molly Bish disappeared while at her lifeguarding job at a pond in Warren back in June of 2000. The possible suspect, Rodney Stanger, seen here. Well, no, this is not Rodney Stanger, obviously. Well, we're going to get his picture. He's currently in a Florida jail, accused of murdering his girlfriend. He did live at one point.
Okay. All right. Let's actually, let's do some dub hunt, folks. We're back. Our internet is, rough waters, but mostly stable, which count our blessings on that one, I suppose. If it goes down again, please let me know in chat, because you're gonna know before I do. But supposedly the worst of the storm has passed. So let's just pretend that none of that happened. Just in your mind, stitch the two VODs together, and we'll do some dub hunt. We'll get some dubs. And I would like to say thank you to our sponsor, Enron. Enron got us back up and going online in a matter of minutes. Thank you, Enron. People you can trust. Well, boys, how are you guys doing tonight? How are you?
I ate cheese, so I'm happy.
Nice. Yeah, at 1 in the afternoon today, Jesse sends me a video of him walking around eating cheese, talking about how happy he is.
Maybe.
It's loading. Hello?
I can't.
Hi, Mike.
I don't like internet. I'm once again petitioning to make this show analog. We'll record it on VHS and just mail it out to people who want to watch.
We should print out every frame and have a monthly subscription where
Yeah.
we just send out letters every day, or daily subscription where we send out one frame a day.
Right. I'd be down for that.
What show?
Hey, wet show?
What
What
show?
show? Yeah, that'd be show outside right now. Little weather humor for you. A couple of weather jokes. And I don't care whether you liked it or not. We like to have fun here. We like to tell jokes. We like to have fun. It was hailing here? Jesus. I'm afraid of hail.
Yeah. I think there's a whole religion based around, like, not ending up there.
We like to have fun here. We like to tell some jokes. We like to have fun.
We like to have fun here.
We like to have fun here. We're just a couple kidders. We're just a couple kidders. Are you guys already in a
Big
thing?
decision.
Jesse, can I have $15,000?
For what?
I need to pay off a loan.
No. You took on that responsibility yourself. Now, I guess we're relinquishing power over to Mike.
That's usually
Ugh.
how it goes.
I don't want to do that.
All right, watch your back.
Oh,
Wait,
We
is your
gotta do
stream up?
big
Do I need to
yes.
refresh? Yes, the stream is up. Okay, I just had to refresh.
okay. Yeah, please chat. Let me know if it goes down again. Give me an F or something. Hopefully the worst of it's over. Hopefully now we can just kick back. I can get my arms on my Comfort Master 3000 elbow pad, and we can score some dubs. This tonight's stream almost was going to be slightly different. I originally was not going to have webcam on, and I was going to use a wireless headset because I was just going to kick back. I didn't want all of you guys seeing my fat gut. Because I should be putting my legs up. They are super bruised because some bugs had a fucking went to goddamn Golden Corral on my calves, and it looks bad and it feels worse. It is bruised. It is painful. I am in pain currently as we stream. So if you don't like the stream, if you don't laugh, it's because I want to die. I want to die.
Ha.
I'd pay to see that.
That was a joke. Twitch, that was a joke. I want to die in Minecraft. But this is just advice. Don't go outside ever.
Or just wear bug spray.
Remember to bring bug spray instead of like talking about how you should bring bug spray. That's usually a good thing.
We could have stopped at a gas station and gotten bug off.
Listen, hindsight's 2020. If I knew then what I know now, I would have worn like a hazmat suit. I would have worn fucking shin guards or something.
Yeah, we really didn't think this out.
Did you get bit by any bugs? Do you have any bug bites?
Yeah, I have a couple on my legs, but I like once I felt it getting bad, I put a blanket over my legs.
Okay. Yeah, see, I got eaten alive. And I didn't
Yeah.
think I knew there were some bugs, but I didn't know it was that bad because it was raining and I thought like the raindrops hitting me or I thought that the bugs were just raindrops hitting me. Like I didn't think that there was more bugs than there actually were. So, yeah, just don't go outside, chat. Just don't. But yeah, this happened because this weekend Jesse and I went up to New York. We went to upstate New York because Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead and Spider-Man was speaking. He was doing like a one-man show, and then they were gonna show Evil Dead 1 and 2 at a drive-in theater. So Jesse and I went up there, lost our minds on the drive
It was
up.
great. Oh my god, I love being insane for like, a little bit.
We were too far away from civilization to get Spotify on, to put on music, and we had to pee. So we're like driving past all these wineries in upstate New York, just screaming like sheesh at each other and like talking about how it's based to piss. It was bad, man. That was the closest I've come to like just like intentionally crashing my car.
Good times.
Good times. And then we made it to a Circle K, which is like New York's version of Sheetz, and the men's bathroom, the toilet was gone.
Yeah. Like the toilet there was a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So we had to use the women's bathroom, we were given permission to do so. We used the women's bathroom, but it was like, how did we pick the one place in New York? How did we end up here?
Good times.
Good times. And then the actual event was kind of shit.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I had fun, and watching Evil Dead 1 and 2 was great. But
Yeah.
like the main attraction was... Wait, okay, Graham just called out base to piss, and I feel like I need to clarify on this. Base to piss started off as a thing Jesse said, and then became an AC/DC song parody. Don't question the line of logic, because there wasn't one. It got bad, man. Like,
Help.
But Bruce Campbell, like, him talking was like the main attraction, and it was kind of terrible. It was beautifully terrible at some points, but it was also painfully terrible at some points.
It was a train wreck the entire time. And sometimes you're like, oh my god, this train is so beautiful as it implodes. But then you're like, wait a minute, this is 40 tons of metal crushing into itself, and it was...
Yeah. At first,
Mike,
it's like...
explain it.
At first, it's like, oh, cool, like... Oh, cool, a train crash. Like, this will be fun to watch. And then you realize, like, the train is filled with babies. And you're like, oh, no. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I don't want to see this.
Yeah.
He kept... Well, so he started with a really good joke. And honestly, I should have started the stream tonight with this joke. Chat,
should
let
not
me know if this is a +2 or a -2. Bruce Campbell starts, and he goes, you know, a lot of people have been asking me if I'm new to the Auburn area. And I tell them, no, I've been here for about 10 years. Just outside of Auburn. At a correctional facility. You can see me alongside the road picking up trash. That was it. That was his opening joke. And everything he's saying, there's a man who is also has a live microphone, I assume to hand out to audience members for Q&A. And so everything Bruce Campbell's saying, the guy's going
It's more straight than that. It's like Ha 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 ha.
Right, yeah.
Ha 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 ha.
He was also like coughing at one point. Bruce Campbell's like, "Yes, it's great to be here at the Middle Finger Lake Drive-In."
We were on the movie theaters at the Finger Lakes.
Yes, yeah. It was rough. It was rough, and then they just went into the Q&A. Like they just started the Q&A. Audience members were given a microphone. And I will say there was like one or two questions that I was like, damn, you know what? That was some interesting insight. That was okay. That was good from Bruce. And then sometimes people will be like, fuck, marry, kill, which, the 3 Spider-Men. And Bruce Campbell's like, no, I'm not doing that. I will talk about my characters in the Spider-Man movies. And he like read off like a pre-written piece of paper about Spider-Man. And it was like, what the fuck was that? Someone asked him what his favorite music was, and he told a story about ruining Kiss records. That was it. He never answered the guy's question. But there were some absolutely horrendously bad questions.
Jesse.
Yeah. I'm practicing. Because I clearly need it.
Like, there were some bad questions.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
The last question, Bruce Campbell was like, all right, I think we got time for like 2 or 3 more questions. And they give the mic to a guy, and the guy's like, I'm the last question. Bruce Campbell's like, okay. And the guy's like, what is your... What's it like seeing your movie premiere at a drive-in theater, and do you have any drive-in theater stories? And then Bruce Campbell like immediately like squares up with this dude. Bruce Campbell's like ready to fight this guy over. I mean, it's a bad question, but like Bruce Campbell's like, what kind of stories do you want? What do you want? What kind of story? You want me to tell a story?
I already told a story. He said I already told a story.
Yeah, he did earlier. He did talk about going to drive-in theaters, but he was like, oh, what kind of story you want? And the guy's like, I don't know, just a story about, like about, how, and Bruce Campbell's like, what do you want? What do you want from me? And like, they're like arguing for like 2 minutes, and it's like, what? And then the audience member with the microphone is like, this guy's trying to take the mic away from me. And Bruce Campbell's like, he should be doing a better job. Like, it was painful, but it was kind of beautiful. And then Bruce Campbell left. He talked for 45 minutes and then just out. And like a good chunk of people left after that. A good chunk of people felt that they got their money's worth out of that, which is wild to me. But it was.
That's the exact reason why I don't like watching Q&As, is because I feel like so much could go wrong and people are idiots, and so much does. Like, it's just watching people make fools of themselves in front of so many people.
Yeah, audience Q&As, unless they're like completely pre-vetted, are painful to watch. I would say 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Like, the questions aren't even good.
No.
Like, I feel like most of the time, having audience members line up, like, your 99% of questions are just stupid things that if you were to Google, you could find out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. I might have learned, like, half of a thing from Bruce Campbell talking. The rest of it was just, like, weird, cringy shit. So yeah, that was painful, but it was also kind of beautiful. And then it started raining. We brought chairs, a cooler, radio. Like, we're set up for the night. Like, we're good to just vibe. And then it starts pouring rain. And I'm a dumb, bullheaded idiot who decided I came here, I paid my money to sit here and eat some popcorn and watch Evil Dead, and I'm going to damn well do it. So I took an umbrella and put it on top of my head, and sat in the rain and ate popcorn. And let me tell you, bugs loved that. Sorry, Jesse, you were gonna say something?
Oh, dude, that was I also was like, I wanna see it from outside, and it was miserable. Mike
Yeah.
was out there like a good half hour longer than I was, but it was absolutely just cold and wet. The ground got like muddy, like it was a good time. It was a good time.
It was raining so hard that even though I had an umbrella and everything, it would rain so hard that the excess from my umbrella would pour off and would just like hit my shorts. So like my entire shorts are soaked. I'm soaked. But you know what? My popcorn was dry. And that's all that mattered to me at that point. Nothing could come between this man and a bag of popcorn.
You eat dry popcorn?
I mean, there's butter on it.
No. Like, besides butter, like you eat dry, like it isn't like you don't like it a little soggy.
I like it a little soggy with butter.
I mean, like,
I'm not gonna put water into my popcorn. I'm not a duck. I'm not a bird.
oh. Also, Mike, nobody else is in.
Oh, okay, my bad. But I will tell you, the concession, last time Jesse and I were up there, concessions was like on the top of shit. They were on their ball. This time I feel like concessions thought like nobody was going to show up or something. Like there was like no food pre-made and it was like a fight to get popcorn. It was very strange, but whatever. But yeah, so I was soaked. I knew that I had some bug bites coming to me, but I didn't know it'd be as bad as it is. And Chad, I'm not gonna show you. I'm not. But holy shit, is it bad? And holy shit, does it hurt? It is not comfy. It's so bad that my legs are bruised because of how bad the bugs got to me. It sucks. So
Mike,
next time, yeah. What?
Sorry.
Okay. But Evil Dead 1 and 2 were there, you know. Evil Dead 1, I could never watch Evil Dead 1 again and be happy. Like, I like that movie well enough, but it's Sam Raimi's first movie. Evil Dead 2 still fucking rips and slaps, and I would fucking kiss every film cell of that movie. I love Evil Dead 2 with a passion. So all the pain, all the wet, all the cringe was worth it just for Evil Dead 2.
That movie was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, I saw Clayton this weekend. You two might have had fun, but I went and Clayton sold me a whole box of Slim Jims for $1.
Wow.
What?
That's not the price of those.
It was the whole box.
That's a good price right there.
Yeah, it's called being a true friend.
Okay, well, that'll just come out of Clayton's paycheck. That's fine. We'll take care of the difference. You don't get paid.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
They give me like paper, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, Clayton, that's called a check, buddy.
Yeah, you're supposed to eat that.
I guess I can do that.
I actually I did see Clayton this weekend. That was not a bit. Neither was the fact him selling me Slim Jims for $1. But I went to Kennywood, the amusement park. Wait, hold on. I need to focus. Yeah, so I went. It was like one of the first times that I'd been there since being a kid, with like my entire family. There was like 10 of us there, but it was fun. And then even though there isn't an arts festival in State College, there a lot of the surrounding areas we're having them. So that's what I did this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah. I like seeing Clayton, but and the Slim Jims. Tire box for $1.
Oh, Saturday we went to like a food court at a abandoned, like a fucking dead mall.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like local businesses that had food trucks, and that was honestly like the highlight of the whole weekend for me.
Really good. It was really, really freaking cool.
Yeah.
So, for those who don't know, I'm gluten free. It makes me feel yucky. I had the funnel cake for the first time in a long time. There was a food truck at this one arts festival that was specifically gluten free. They had pierogies. They had deep fried Oreos, deep fried pickles, funnel cakes, and I ate them all. I spent like maybe like $40. Well, my girlfriend bought it all, but it was like $40, $50 worth of food from a truck, and I just sat there and I ate it all. All gluten free.
I mean, that was basically us. Like, we went to these... It was a bunch of local businesses had food trucks. And so, like, we were able to, like, get whatever we wanted. Like, we didn't... It wasn't, like, fair food. There was, like, maybe one place that had, like funnel cakes and stuff like that. It was, like, real-ass food. Like, I got a smoked brisket sandwich with macaroni salad and buttered corn, and it was... Oh, it was the best part of the trip.
The food there was insane. Like,
Yeah.
just insanely good.
Jesse, what'd you get again?
I got a Cuban quesadilla. So it was like, like pulled pork, ham, mustard, pickles. And it was delicious.
Right.
Just delicious. And like cheese of some kind. I think it was Swiss cheese. So, you know, it was good.
Yeah.
And to the side, I got fried plantains, literally the best side ever.
Yeah.
Oh, I love fried plantains.
It was really, really solid. And it was just like we didn't even really plan on it. It was just we woke up and our friend who we're with, she was like, do you guys want to go to this thing? And I was like, oh God, yes. Yes, that sounds so good. So we did that, and then we went, we had to go to the mall because, I'm a 3-year-old, and I got a chocolate ice cream cone and might as well have just rubbed it all over my shirt. It was bad. So we went to the mall that this stuff was next to wash it off, and we ended up, there's an arcade in the mall, and so we were just like fucking around, like looking at it, and I turned my back for a second, and Jesse is playing Deal or No Deal.
I did.
We had a Deal or No Deal machine, and I slapped a button because I was going around pushing all the buttons, and it just lit up and said, "It's time to play Deal or No Deal."
Yeah.
And I picked my case.
Yeah.
And I played Deal or No Deal.
It was a very competitive, high level of gameplay match of Deal or No Deal. It was pretty damn insane. Jesse ended up winning like 30 tickets. Like, it was like a Chuck E. Cheese kind of thing. Like, they had like a ticket counter and everything. Jesse won 30 tickets through his insane Deal or No Deal plays. And then we stood there and waited for the tickets to print out. And that's when we realized that they're e-tickets. You had to get a point card and scan it to get your tickets. So we didn't get any tickets.
No tickets. I didn't win any tickets for my Deal or No Deal.
Yeah, it was all just bragging rights. The real deal was the friends we made along the way.
We had a
relatively similar weekend in the fact that I also spent a lot of time in an arcade. It like stormed whenever we were in Kennywood.
Yeah.
Like literal like buckets falling from the sky. And I just stayed inside and tried to win a penguin. I spent maybe like $6 trying to get a stuffed penguin, and ended up giving up. But that, and then you know, like those games where you sit in and you have like the guns, and you're like you shoot, but you're sitting in like a cockpit kind of thing.
Like a video game?
Yeah, kind of, but it's like an arcade machine, but it's like it has like a giant screen in front of you. And then like the guns are like they're like turret guns where they're stuck to the machine.
Okay.
But they had a Halo one, so we played that for a really long
Oh,
time.
they had the Halo arcade game. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
this arcade just had like it was a lot of like phone games, but as arcade games. Like it was a lot of that stuff, and then way in the back they had Time Crisis 5 and Afterburner Climax, which are two like incredibly good games. And it was like, what the fuck are these doing here? Like everything else is like SpongeBob Coin Sacker, and then Time Crisis 5 is in the back.
Yeah, what's with arcades having phone games like
It's
that?
just
It's
I mean,
the time.
like arcades don't really exist anymore, so it's like arcade machines are just like cheap shit that they can put in like Walmarts.
Yeah.
And nothing's cheaper than a mobile game. I'm gonna lose.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them like that I saw where we were like they like definitely just like ripped off another game. But like it wasn't quite exactly the same.
Yeah.
Just different enough.
But yeah, then we went to an antique store. Like not like a thrift store, an antique store, and it was a 4-story deal that was like filled with like furniture and jewelry and old clothes and all this stuff. And we kept trying to pressure Jesse into buying a tweed jacket. Jesse, how
looks nice.
close were you to buying that jacket?
I would have walked out the store with it if I just had like a couple more like if you and the person we were with were like buy it,
Yeah.
buy it. if I had like a couple more of those, I would have gotten it.
If we had been even more insistent.
Yes,
Okay. You look good in it.
it looks really really good. I was not expecting to look so good in a tweed jacket.
Yeah. It was wild seeing the shoulder padding though. Like you always hear about old suit jackets and their shoulder padding, and then seeing it on you, it was like, oh wow, like it really is like massive.
Yep. To be fair, the jacket was slightly too big for me. Slightly too big, so the shoulder pads look big, but they are massive compared to like the other suit jackets that I have.
Right.
Like the other suit jackets that I have, the shoulder pad ends in the right place and are pretty much like non-existent as like a structural component. Like it's just my shoulder is most of the structure. But in those, it's like I'm wearing like football pads underneath the shoulder. It's so prominent.
Yeah. It really was like you put the jacket on and it would just be like it was like your shoulders were just like a straight line out from the top of your neck. Like
Yeah.
It was massive. But it looked good. It looked good. I ended up getting some comic books. Well, I was walking around the whole place like there's got to be a fucking comic book in this place. There's got to be one somewhere. And I found like a little box that I pulled out, and it had Archie, Betty, and Veronica double digest in it. And I was like, okay, well that's not what I'm looking for, but I can smell it. I'm on the hunt. I'm on the trail. Jesse Q.
Text.
And so like I put the box back and I'm walking around, snooping around, and there like on the floor in a corner was a bunch of trade paperbacks. And I'm like, okay, well, this is probably gonna be like shit. Like, there's probably gonna be nothing here I want. So I start like digging through, and it's like, oh, okay, like, the Runaways. I was like, I don't really care about the Runaways. And I'm like going through, and I ended up getting, I got Superman Red Son. Finally got the trade of that, which is a story where what if Superman landed in communist Russia. And then I got DC's The New Frontier Volume 1 and Volume 2, which are great fucking books that I love. And it was like, okay, hey, they were priced really, really good, and it was like, okay, all right, I'm doing good here. And they had vinyl records everywhere in the place, and a lot of like decent stuff. And I like was going through, and I picked out. I can actually show it on stream. I got Star Wars and Other Galactic Funk, which is a whole album of Star Wars music, but performed as funk songs. And this fucking rules. The 70s were great because you would just do a line of coke, and it was like, what if we did the Imperial March but with a like slap bass, and it ruled. So I got that also for a good deal, and it was like, you know what, this is a pretty nice place. And then some dude tried to tried to like sell Jesse on disco shirts, and that was a nightmare to witness.
Honestly, they were nice shirts, but like, dude, who the fuck needs a disco shirt anymore?
Yeah, Jesse
Right?
had to
Like-
say like 3 times, like, yeah, I'm not really in the market for a disco shirt. And the guy's like, oh, but I'd give you a good deal on these. This is a
Yeah.
good deal. You look great in a
I'll take
disco shirt.
$5 off. You'll look really good in a disco shirt.
Yeah.
Brother.
Jesse's just holding still, just, nah, I mean, these are nice shirts, but I'm not in the market for a disco shirt. Like, it was painful. Like, that guy, I don't know, man. But
Oh my god.
it was cool. I've never been in like a real antique store. Like,
It
I've
was
been in-
upscale, dude. This thing was upscale.
Yeah, it was fancy as hell. And Jesse ended up buying a giant bottle that says poison on it, so that was pretty good.
I'm gonna put plants in it.
It
I'm
was cool.
gonna fill it with water and put some lake shit in it.
Yeah. But it was good. It was, like I said, I'd never been to an antique store before, so it was very interesting. And then the cashier there was like really nice to me, and I'd like want to marry her. So that was kind of like a fun part of the trip, where I like I was like flustered by this woman being nice to me, right? Like, I'm not a fucking creep. I didn't really say anything to her other than like continuing the small talk. But just a woman was nice to me. That was kind of the highlight of the whole time. It's a joke, chat. Don't be fucking weird about it. But anyways, we came back. We drove back Saturday afternoon. I almost got us killed, like, right out the gate. Literally the first stop sign. I almost got us T-boned. And then the rest of the drive went perfectly. There was no issues.
You ever drive, chat?
Yeah. You ever drive before? Because it kind of fucking sucks.
Yeah, bro, just bike. I don't know.
Yeah. We did a lot more sheeshing. We did a
listen to
very
music.
powerful sheesh.
Shit.
At one point, I had told Jesse to send a message to our friend Noah that I thought that he was bussing respectfully, and Noah sends us back like a 40-second long audio clip of just him screaming sheesh. So we had to reciprocate. It was a bad time. We were the most annoying Zoomers we could possibly be the whole time. Just sheeshing, just talking about TikTok and how much we love TikTok. It was bad. But it was a good time. So anyways, guys, don't go outside and stay away from Bruce Campbell. That's my advice for you. Go to antique stores and eat barbecue instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I could go for some refried beans.
Yeah.
Let's all collectively hit up Taco Bell's after the stream.
At the same time.
Yeah.
We'll,
and
like,
then we'll come back
synchronize
and
our
get in
orders.
the Discord. We'll get in the Discord and then we'll collectively eat our Taco Bell together.
Right.
I don't think there's a Taco Bell near me.
Oh yeah. Disciplined run of fruit shoot.
Every muscle in my body is tightened up. I need to clear the gap between Clayton and I. I at least need to make it a tie. Nice.
Uh-oh. Come on.
Holy smog.
Oh,
Oof.
God.
Jesse, what was your favorite part of the trip to New York?
When you convinced me to follow the Chief 1114.
Yeah, I did. I spent the majority of the time talking about Final Fantasy XIV and how Jesse should play it, and my favorite Twitch streamer, the Chief 1114, and his wacky GTA RP character Fingal Dan. The music for the trip was literally Chief has a playlist called WoW Songs I Like, and we just listen. It's like 400 hours of music. It's every song he likes on Spotify. We put that on, and that playlist fucking rules. That was great driving music.
My God, people, just jump. Just take a risk. For once in your miserable lives, can you please just take a risk?
Oh, what the fuck? We at one point we were passed by a like bright yellow Mini Cooper. The back window had a massive. The back window was covered by a big sticker that said "Shoot your local pedophile."
Yeah, I remember that. Ah, good times, good times, good times, good times.
America is great. America is wild. Please no push.
All right, fuck it.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Listen, I die a hero. You live a villain.
Oh, going.
Oh! I watched A Quiet Place 2.
They came out with a second one.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, the first one wasn't bad. I like the first one.
That's
Yeah,
the one with
first one's fine.
Jim. That's the one with Jim from The Office, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
It's-
my lights just flickered again. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they made a second one, and it actually, for a sequel for a movie like that, it actually held up. It was another pretty fine movie.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
That's all that matters, brother.
They still have the whole, like, having to like make a movie work with almost no dialogue at all.
See, that's really cool.
Yeah,
I
I
like-
think that's a fun challenge.
challenges like that. Yeah.
I mean, that shit's kind of overdone, you know? It's called a silent movie. They did those 100 years ago, you know? Kinda,
All right, chat. I'll talk to you
Kinda
guys
old.
later.
Kinda-
Have a good night.
Kind of outdated, you know? Honestly. How? This is bullshit. Look at that. How do they grab it? Bullshit.
Yeah, the finals in this game are all just they already like determined a winner before the lobby even starts. Join the club, brother.
Yeah. Another fine day to cry.
I think I'm also I'm almost finished with Final Fantasy XIV's vanilla main story.
With Realm Reborn?
Yeah.
Shit, wait, maybe no spoilers. Are you doing level 50 quests?
I think it's like it's either 50 or 49.
Oh, you got a
But
long way
like
to go.
I did the first raid in quotes where it's 8-man. You do like a boss fight.
Yeah, that's not a raid though. That's just dungeons from now on.
Oh,
All dungeons are
Okay, well,
eight-man from that point forward.
I did my first 8-man where you do a boss fight against some guy that I don't know. Now I have to like go storm the castle or something.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I'm almost there.
You are, but then you have to do the post Realm Reborn stuff to get to Heaven's Sword.
I'm
And
gonna cry.
That shit is long. It's great. It's so well written. It becomes like an incredibly deep like political drama where like the debate of like what to do with refugees and like how we should be helping refugees is like the forefront of the story. Like it's incredibly well written. But yeah, you gotta. I mean, I'm still doing that. I've been doing that for like 4 days now.
Do you have to do that before you can use any of the new classes?
I don't know what the new classes are. I don't know.
The mechanist.
The what?
The mechanist?
The machinist?
Yeah, the mechanist.
I don't know. I haven't seen that anywhere. So I assume it's in actual Heaven's Sword. Actually, I could probably guarantee it because, like, you're still in Realm Reborn when you're doing the patch stuff. When you're doing the 7th Umbra era.
Want to use the shotgun.
You'll get there. Just enjoy the story, brother. Just kick back, because the story gets so fucking good. I'm so in love with the story right now and the characters. You just gotta kick back and enjoy. You'll get there when you get there.
Oh, I want to grind.
Well, then you're playing the wrong fucking game.
I want to feel like I'm at a day job after my day job, all right? Rise and grind, baby.
It's kind of wild how much the stars have aligned for Final Fantasy 14. Like with like WoW taking big shit recently, like a lot of people really sick of WoW, and then having like deals and the free trials, and then big streamers like Asmongold move over to Final Fantasy 14. Like the stars are really aligning for the game, and it makes me really hopeful that like it can give good competition to Blizzard, and they actually like try and make WoW good for once. Well, for
They
the
won't.
first time in a long
They
time.
won't, but yes.
But it's been everyone I know who has at least liked WoW at one point is giving Final Fantasy 14 a shot right now, and it's been interesting to hear the different takes because there are some people who are just skipping the story. They're skipping the story and then being like, I don't really like the game. And it's like, well, okay, fair. Hey, do what you want. You know, play how you want. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Sorry to hear that. But you know, the big point of that game is its story. And I think a lot of WoW players are like now hearing that being said so much that like you need to pay attention to the story and enjoy the story, that I think a lot of the WoW players who got into it purely as like a WoW substitute, purely to do like big raids on a game that actually likes them, are now understanding like, oh, story good, unga bunga. Like their caveman brains are forming to understand that this is a different game than WoW is. It's just it's a nice substitute. Not a nice substitute to WoW. It's a nice break from WoW. But it's not a substitute to WoW. I got a hat in the game that moves up and down on my face when I have a macro to open and close my visor, and it's literally the coolest thing ever done by a human being. I feel like a god.
Well, that's pretty poggers.
Yeah.
I got some special clothes for my big chicken.
What?
I got some special armor for my big chicken boy.
From or for?
Got it for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got some barding?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm one dungeon away from being a like second lieutenant or whatever in my grand company.
Clayton, this is it for us, brother.
Nay.
Oh my god!
Ah! Ah!
No, please. Please.
What up?
Shark, please. Okay, I'm alright. Oh, brother.
Oh! I did a dungeon last night that was actually really fun. There's like puzzles to it. And it was 4 people, it was 4 new players who had never done it before.
Okay.
So we actually wiped a couple times because we didn't understand how it worked. I like that.
Yeah.
And then someone looked up how to do it, and I can't fault them for it because it's a pug. And if they just want to get through it, you know, I can't impose my will on them.
Sure.
Which is why I want to get certain people here into the game so that we can do 4-mans and experience the content and the puzzles.
Well, I've already done all the 4-man dungeons.
Okay. Okay, so Mike is kicked out.
Alright, hey, try and find another DPS. I was telling Jesse, Clayton, do you care about a minor spoiler for a raid?
No.
I was telling Jesse about a raid I did where you had to fight Cerberus, the like 3-headed dog, at one point. And so with raids, you split into 3 groups of 8. And so there's an A, a B, and a C group. And so we went to fight Cerberus, and our raid leader was like, all right, listen, this is how we do it. A, all. Just keep attacking Cerberus. B, belly. Cerberus is going to vomit up some purple goo. You step in that, shrink down, get eaten. C, chains. Keep Cerberus chained up. And so we all had each group had a task to do. So A, attacked Cerberus, just stayed attacking him. B, we got vored by Cerberus and did a mini dungeon inside of Cerberus while everyone else was fighting it. That greatly weakened him from the inside. And then C was chains. They had to keep re-upping Cerberus's chains to keep him locked down so he wouldn't attack people. It was really, really cool. It's my favorite part of the game so far. It was it was so good.
Huh. Is there like a designated raid leader, or was it's just someone with experience who speaks up and takes command?
I believe it was just someone with experience. I mean, there is party leaders, but party leader doesn't necessarily mean that they're actually a leader. Like, my brother kept getting given party leader for some reason, and he's like, I'm not leading this. This is someone else's job. It was some tank who was just decided to take charge. Like, it was someone who knew what they were doing. But it was cool. It was a different way to interact with the game, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna make it. God damn it. Was I the last one in again?
Yeah.
Okay. It was very good. The game's very, very good. I spend all day playing it. That's why I've got these fucking pads on my desk. Jesse Q? Jesse Q? Jessica?
Jessica Q?
Jesse Q?
Fuck, man, I still gotta do my dailies today.
I feel that.
Gotta go and do my beast tribe things. God, let me tell you what, I hate the little fairies. The sliffs, I hate them.
Oh, yeah. Jesse Q? Jesse Q?
Oh, he's gone again.
He's gone and he didn't leave the party.
There's no vote kick.
No, that would be great.
Alright, buddy. This is an advertisement for Bud Light Lime now, okay? Everybody.
No.
Everybody buy
No.
Bud
We
Light
don't do
Lime.
free advertising on this stream, and we do
Buy
not
Bud
do
Light
free
Lime.
advertising on this
Okay,
stream.
say we,
Enron did
right?
not approve this. We can't let this through.
Who is Enron? Alright.
He doesn't
Product.
mean that. He means who is Enron helping, and the answer is everyone.
Invest in the US dollar.
If you're wondering what I was doing, I ran
am.
downstairs to get a cup. When I went downstairs to get a cup, I encountered a bug. I killed that bug.
Oh my god.
You shouldn't refer to your roommates as bugs.
Okay, I did say I'd kill Luke several times, as I usually do.
Why'd you kill it?
The bug?
Yeah.
What
It's in my
bug
way.
was it?
I don't know. It looked scary, and that's why I killed it. I didn't know what it was, so I killed it.
Okay.
I kill things I fear and do not know.
Yeah. Well, honestly, after this weekend, I'm all for like the complete murder of insects.
Yeah,
Just
they've had it far too good for far too long.
Yeah, and they've done me too dirty.
Yeah.
Hopefully climate change will do something about the insect population.
Hell
It
yeah.
will literally only make it worse.
Dude, I've been buying like NFTs by the dozen just to get rid of the fucking bugs.
What does that mean? How does that work?
Because of climate change? Because NFTs are essentially someone left a
because they
truck
take a
running
ton
in the
of-
forest. Like,
They take a ton of energy to produce. That's okay.
Yeah.
I get the joke. I get the joke.
thanks.
Sorry, I needed to explain that one because I didn't. I need to work that one out.
Yeah, that. I guess that was too smart of a joke. Okay.
I am pretty freaking stupid.
I'll try here. I'll dumb it down for the Zoomer audience. Climate change. That shit bussin'. Sheesh.
Change is not bussin'.
I hope it turns PA into like a swamp.
Nice.
Why do you want that?
I don't know, it'd be funny.
No.
I hope it does too, because I want to be like a swamp person.
You know, swamps have a lot of bugs in them, right?
A lot of mosquitoes.
A lot of
A
skaters.
lot of ogres.
See,
Yeah, we can like
Yeah!
change our dialogue if that happens.
no,
Or dialect, rather.
I want PA to become a swamp, so that we can just live like we can do like Shrek RP.
Is this variant? Also, what, Mike?
What?
Shrek RP. All right, let's hear your Shrek RP. Go. The setting is you live in a swamp.
Okay, which character am I?
What character do you want to be? You're Shrek.
Oh, I wanted to be the one baby Shrek. You remember in Shrek 3 when Shrek has the dream sequence about being a parent, and there's like the one baby Shrek who's like goo goo gaga.
Nope.
I want to be baby Shrek. I want to be nightmare baby Shrek. Alright, so I'm Shrek. What am I like do? Set the scene for me. What am I doing?
You've just woken up. You've just cleaned out everything on your body. You've just listened to the intro song of Shrek. And you're on your way to defend your swamp from the encroaching fairy tales.
Okay. Okay. One second, sorry. Sorry, I gotta like set the mood. Wait.
I'm waiting.
Okay, I got it. Okay, all right. Okay, so I like kick the door. Slash me kicks door to Shrek hut open. Step out into the mud. Oi! I've got to protect me swamp.
Wow, he really did it.
There we go. There's my Shrek RP.
God, this guy's fucking funny.
Watch out, everybody! This guy's fucking funny. Here we go again.
I panicked looking. I panicked googling like fart sound effect, and then I remembered that I had fart with reverb saved on my soundboard, and I was like, yes, dude, pre-planned and saved.
What can I say about it? Sheesh.
Sheesh. That should be Shrek in Shrek 5. He should go. Oi, donkey! Me wife Fiona is bossing. Sheesh.
What? What the hell did you just say?
Oi, donkey! Check this out. Sheesh.
Okay.
just it's kind of a fun thing I'm working on. I'm working on Zoomer Shrek. I'm working on how do we get Shrek to appeal to a younger audience.
Why?
I think Shrek's too mature.
Do you think they know about Shrek?
What's that?
Do you think they know about Shrek?
Zoomers?
Yeah.
They know Shrek is the meme man. Well, I get no, not Zoomers. We're Zoomers. We love Shrek, but whatever's after us.
Gen Alpha.
Yeah, Gen Alpha. They know him as the like, Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Uh-oh. That is until like Shrek 5 comes out. Then they'll know the power of Shrek.
Is there a planned Shrek 5?
They keep talking about rebooting of Shrek. They keep talking about like, yeah, Shrek reboot coming out 2020. And then it didn't happen, so.
Can I just get Shrek remastered where it's like beautiful 4K, like just absolutely immaculately animated?
Yeah, that's called
Why do you
Shrek-
think the
Shrek
world's
Retold.
heating up?
Oh shit.
Those GPU farms running.
to do Shrek in 4K.
Yeah.
They got a 8K render every last pore on Shrek's face.
All that swamp goo.
Yeah. Did you ever want to eat the mud in Shrek?
Yes. Yes.
It always looked
Yes.
good.
It looks like brownie batter.
Yeah.
It just looks like brownie batter.
It was the mud in Shrek, and then you remember in Jimmy Neutron when like there's like a fire and he uses like a fire extinguisher in the movie. He uses like a fire extinguisher from Goddard and it like covers his house in foam or something like that.
Yeah.
I always wanted to eat the fire extinguisher phone in Jimmy Neutron. I always thought that shit looked good.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'd try it.
Yeah, I mean it's worth a lick. You know, you guys remember the episode of Jimmy Neutron where he makes like the candy that is like I don't know if it's like the best tasting candy or whatever it is, and it's like purple and blue and has like gold little circles in it.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember that.
I always wanted to try that shit. I always wondered what it tasted like.
I'm surprised they didn't make that.
Yeah. I feel like it would taste like a big like nerd, you know, like a couple
You mean
like
like
nerds
you?
stuck together.
I'd go for like a what is it? The like the nerds rope.
I never had Nerds Rope. I always wanted it.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
There was whenever we were kids, there was a ton of like Wonka candy, and I only ever had Nerds. Did you?
Oh man.
No!
Was it?
It was the yellow guy. He took the yeet and got up there. Him and I were neck and neck. Bullshit. Do you guys want to switch to main show?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Done enough Fall Mountain.
Or squads. Either one works for me.
Let's do a little bit of main show, and then we'll wrap up with some squads. We'll do a cooldown with squads.
I hit rank 50.
I also just hit rank 50.
Nice. Did you guys see the new Nicolas Cage movie trailer? I did not.
Wait, the one with Nicolas Cage?
Isn't that like the majority of movies nowadays?
What, Nicolas Cage movies are the majority of movies? Yeah.
Yeah. He does anything for money nowadays. Like, he's just there to make a paycheck, which honestly, I respect the hustle, but
Yeah. He's been in the game long enough, you know what I'm saying?
well, yeah. Like, it led to Mandy, which Mandy's one of my favorite movies ever. I love Mandy. But it also led to, like, Willy's Wonderland, or whatever the fuck that movie is, and that movie's god-awful. That movie's about as
he's just-
interesting as a brick.
He's out to make a pretty penny, or dare I say, pretty nickel.
One.
We like to have fun.
We like to have fun here. We like to have some laughs.
I actually hate having fun.
You're looking for a pig? Oh, I heard about it. I didn't watch the trailer. The new Nicolas Cage movie is he's like on the hunt for a pig. Like that's like it's like a gritty like action movie, you know, like a John Wick, but he's looking for a pig.
What?
Like Ace Ventura?
Ace Ventura, but like less transphobic jokes and more like beating people up.
I don't know if I've ever actually watched an Ace Ventura movie.
They're both kind of funny, but the first movie, spoilers for Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. The first movie, the villain turns out to be a trans woman, and they reveal this by having her genitals, her penis, pop out, and then they spend 5 minutes having people vomit over the idea of a trans woman. It has aged like rotten fucking milk. It was spoiled the day it came out, and it's only gotten fucking worse. It ruins that whole movie. Ace Ventura 2 is okay though.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's rough. The 90s were bad times. It's kind of fun whenever people are like, LGBT people aren't prosecuted. Stop, dude. They just want attention. And then you look at like 20 years ago where there were a fucking punchline where people vomit. Very cool. Love cool things.
Yeah.
If you're gonna watch a Jim Carrey movie, just watch Truman Show. Thank you.
I like that movie.
I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies.
I watched Annihilation over the weekend, and I don't get it.
I don't even know what that is.
Kind of weird. A weird movie.
Don't you get about it?
I don't get the ending.
Oh, that's an easy one, man.
Yeah, I don't get it. I got the end of Deus Ex Machina,
Hey.
but I didn't get this one. I think they gotta like explain it better.
Right. Well, I don't think any of us have seen it, so we can't really help you.
Oh, that's okay.
All right. That was Annihilation movie review by Clayton. Thumbs up or thumbs down, Clayton?
I'd give it like a sideways thumb. I like the idea of it up until the ending. I still don't get that whole sequence. It's just weird.
It's about rebirth and self-discovery.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really getting that takeaway.
Oh. We'll watch it together sometime.
We'll watch the last like half hour. I get everything else. Everything else makes sense for better or worse.
Watch it again.
I think I'm like done watching movies. I think I'm done watching anything that isn't like Twitch or YouTube.
Watch Greyhound.
Clayton, yeah, that's the only reason I watch it. Like you're significantly more into war movies than I am because I'm not into them at all.
Damn shame. Actually, it's probably better to like not be into them because then you can enjoy them more.
I guess. I don't know. I just a war movie to me is the same as like watching a superhero movie in that it's I'm never going to relate to it and it's just propaganda. Like the difference is when I watch a superhero movie though, I can at least laugh at like one joke, even though they throw like 80 jokes in the movie, and none of them are actually that funny. But at a certain point, I just break down and have to laugh, so that Walter Elias Disney doesn't pull the trigger against my forehead.
Who?
You want me to say that name again? You want me to?
No.
You want me to incur more wrath?
No.
Which reminds me, hey, Black Widow came out this weekend. Did you guys see Black Widow?
I see like advertisements for that, and I think it actually looks kind of cool until like they get to the superhero part, and then I realize it's a superhero movie.
Right.
And then that really turns me off. So no.
I also see ads for it, but I see them in my nightmares.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Gavin. It was inevitable. It's like watching a dinosaur stuck in a tar pit. Like... I don't watch. I sit there and go like I gotta watch something. I want to watch something, and then I don't watch, you know, a movie or a TV show. I end up watching a YouTube video or a Twitch stream, because I just don't. There's nothing that interests me right now. Like I Think You Should Leave season 2 just came out on Netflix. That's the only thing that I'm like, oh, I kind of want to watch that. Everything else to me is just like, well, why would I watch this when I could go watch like a YouTube video about like how to make bread? Like it's just I don't know. I don't feel like watching Hollywood things right now, I guess. I don't know. Though I did start rewatching Nathan For You, simply to get me to stop rewatching The Sopranos, because I was about to watch The Sopranos for like the 4th time. Okay, my opponent is whooping my ass.
Yeah, mine's got me in a pretty tight grip here too. It's pretty neck and neck.
One thing that they're doing, Mike, is they're waiting for you to come close to the button to press it, so you have an equal chance of hitting the next one.
Oh, I see that. Oh, but I
And
have
they
to go
can.
for it.
Yep.
What the fuck? This guy's doing mind games. This dude's doing Queen's Gambit shit.
Oh man, I still need to finish that. I'm on the last episode and I just kind of didn't.
He's just toying with me.
Yeah, I think you've lost, actually. Like,
yeah,
I
he
don't...
annihilated me.
You lost a while ago.
That was...
As soon as he got ahead, he started doing it.
Clayton, are you still in?
Yeah, I ended up grabbing the reins and I really crushed this poor guy.
Okay. Damn, that was crazy. Thanks for pointing that out, Gavin. Because I would have fallen for it. I would have just kept going.
Oh boy. Okay, this one's gonna be pretty sweat frog.
Last movie I saw when it was new was Isle of Dogs. That was a while ago. That's... I mean, that's a good movie. Huh. Boys, what's the last movie you saw when it was new? Like opening like week. Not even necessarily in theaters.
Listen, you guys, I'm concentrating right now.
What was the what was the last Star Wars movie called?
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I think it might have been that.
Jesse, what about you?
Mine might genuinely be Frozen 2.
Wait, really? When did Frozen 2 come out?
I don't remember. I'm trying my best to remember. I definitely saw some stuff that was like released on Netflix, but I'm struggling to place that on time. I don't.
You know what? I can actually. We all watched Kong vs. Godzilla, like opening weekend.
Oh, right. Totally.
I don't know
did.
if I would call what I did watch.
Yeah, you watched with your eyes closed.
I actually went back and rewatched it, and I fell asleep right at the end. Like the final fight, right before then. That's the last thing I remember.
I think for me, it's either Kong vs. Godzilla or the new SpongeBob movie. But it's about to be the new Space Jam movie. I'm gonna watch that opening week and fucking hate it.
Yeah. That Lola Bunny to distract me, I don't know if I can sit through it.
The director of this new Space Jam, he like gave an interview yesterday where he's like, yeah, the outrage to our redesign of Lola Bunny was like the creepiest thing I've ever seen. I have never been more weirded out in my life than when people were mad that we desexualized her. And all I could think was, fuck you! Give me back those bunny tits!
Right, well... Okay. Alright.
I actually have to depart for the night. I unfortunately had something come up that I can't avoid, so...
I unfortunately lost your number, Mike, from my phone.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, Clayton, is it just you and me?
Yeah, I guess so.
What's your opinion on the new redesign of Lola Bunny?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
They got rid of her tits.
I mean, that's not necessarily the,
She
different
doesn't have-
strokes for different folks, I
She doesn't
guess.
have-
Okay,
thick
but
thighs
like,
and-
why does the character have to be inherently sexual? God damn it!
Goddamn liberals. This
It's
is Joe
too-
Biden's
she's too,
fault.
She's too furry looking. She looks like an actual bunny.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably for the best.
I can't explain to you how ready I am to hate Space Jam 2. Like, I'm not gonna like it. Let's be real, I'm not gonna like this movie. But if I laugh at a certain point, I will let you guys know. Because that'll be a huge win for this movie.
It's me immediately.
Oh, did Gavin actually have to go?
Oh, he might rejoin us.
He said in chat, like, for real had to go. I thought that was a bit. I'm giving him 10 seconds before I start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's saying he had to go for real. They just announced today for the new Space Jam movie that Warner Brothers is getting into the NFT game, and they'll be auctioning off like 91,000 Space Jam NFTs. I want to punch this movie in the face.
I don't get it. That just sounds like a coin.
Yes.
Whack.
Yes. We this weekend Jesse and I went to Target. The center, like the toy aisle in Target, is just filled with Space Jam toys that no child is touching. No kid wants to watch this movie.
It was a nostalgia grab. Like, I don't know why they're making really bad toys for it.
Yeah.
I hope in 20 years, some toy companies tries to nostalgia grab me with more Bakugan.
Were you into Bakugan?
Dude, I loved Bakugan. I thought it was so cool. I thought it was such a cool concept, although it didn't really play very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I
was
like the toys, though. That's kind of cool.
that was how I felt about Beyblade. I
Yeah.
thought Beyblade was cool as shit, and then I'd actually play Beyblade, and it never like worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Beyblade had the theme song for the show, and that shit literally ripped.
Nice.
I've been thinking a lot about like obscure shows I watched as a kid today, because they announced a Nickelodeon Smash Brothers game, and so I was trying to think of like obscure shit for funny tweets, and I watched like Beyblade, but Beyblade, it had video games. Beyblade existed, had some impact on culture. But I was really racking my brain, and I watched a show as a kid.
Oh, come on.
Oh, rip. Do you guys know Gundam, right?
Yeah, I know Gundam.
Yeah.
So as a kid, I watched a show, I believe it was on Nickelodeon, which was weird because Gundam was on like Toonami on Cartoon Network. But it was a chibi CGI Gundam show. And I watched that as a kid, and I had toys of it. And I don't remember a single thing about the show. I don't even remember the name of the show. But I watched the hell out of that show, and I can't find it. When I look up like Chibi Gundam show, it gives me like different anime, and it's like, no, this was a CGI cartoon.
I got you covered.
You do?
My Life as a Teenage Robot.
That's what it was, man. Yep.
No problem.
You guys ever watch Butt Ugly Martians?
Negative.
What?
Streamers. I think I saw Butt Ugly Martians on TV like once. And then someone was like, what the fuck is this? And pulled it off air. Butt Ugly Martians.
Devil. I just learned Code Lyoko it's French, and it's also on Netflix.
Yeah. I literally talked about this last week on stream. Maybe not last Dub Hunt, but like Friday, maybe? Or like Thursday? I talked about Code Lyoko.
That's weird. Tomato also talked about Code Lyoko.
Well, he's always stealing my content. We've established this. Tomato Gaming just rips me off. I'm tired of keeping quiet for his sake. I know his chat will attack me, but I want them to look me in the eyes. And I want them to listen. Your streamer steals content from me. Oh no, it's just a coincidence that he plays the same game as you a day after I play it. Wow, that's a mighty strong coincidence then. And he's done this on several occasions. And sometimes he even streams games that I've been talking about streaming for weeks before I can get to them. I'm just saying, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you. Tomato Gaming. That being said, I think I am going to rip off Germa and stream Wrestling Empire here soon.
Yes.
Yeah. Jesse, you should become a Final Fantasy 14 streamer.
No.
Okay.
You know, if Final Fantasy 14 pays for my membership, yeah. Oh, I just saw a guy jump off and just ran.
He was done.
Aww.
Jesse, hug me. Or someone hug me.
Who are you? There you are.
I got you.
Come here.
I got you.
Oh!
I think I just saved you, Jesse.
I think you did too. Come here.
I require 2 hugs. Alright. There's 1 hug.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, Jesse!
Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here. Ah! Clayton, come here, come here.
Oh, my
Required.
God. One dude just died.
1 more. I think I got it. Jesse's dead.
No!
Mike is also dead.
It was worth it.
hopefully I got my challenge.
I'm hoping, I'm gonna say the name of something. You guys tell me if you've heard of this before. I'm hoping in that Nickelodeon Smash Brothers game they put Pelswick in. You guys ever watch Pelswick?
Is that
I've
like the
never
name of
heard
a show?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
You guys ever watch Welcome to Wayside?
Never heard of it.
Nope.
You guys ever watch what were their names? The Flup Brothers or something like that?
Nothing.
You guys ever watch The Mighty Bee?
That actually sounds familiar, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, that's more our time. Well, your guys' times. You fucking Zoomers.
You were the same age as us, man.
Right, but we have established several times over that I was done watching Nickelodeon whenever iCarly happened. I was out. But I was watching Nick since like the day I was born. Rugrats was my favorite show as a kid. But I quit Nick when iCarly happened. So our eras of Nick are slightly different. Ever so slightly different. I mean, Jesse, you're talking about Big Time Rush, brother. I barely know what that is.
You know how the Beatles... No, not the Beatles. You know how the Monkees had a TV show?
Yeah.
They were a TV show?
Yeah.
That's Big Time Rush.
Yeah, I knew that. But I've never like seen an episode. I don't know a single Big Time Rush song or anything. If you showed me, if you lined up a bunch of generic white guys, I could not tell you which one of them was from Big Time Rush.
I could either.
But you guys remember the Naked Brothers band?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Clayton, you've seen Hereditary, yeah?
Yes.
So you know the boy in Hereditary?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
You know that was one of the Wolf brothers?
Yeah, that was the youngest Wolf brother.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Put on an absolutely stellar performance in a horror film.
Yeah.
Very strange, very surreal.
That's whack.
I remember, well, so with Naked Brothers Band, there was like the movie and then there was the show. And I remember I loved the movie and hated the show because the movie was presented as like a documentary. It was a mockumentary, but there was an attempt to seem like slightly realistic. And then the show was just like a normal like sitcom kind of thing. Like it was like a, I don't know, like it reminded me of like Zoe 101.
Wow,
Yeah, you got fucking tackled.
That was kind of rude.
So I hated the show, but I liked the movie when I was a kid. Why is... I'm getting messaged on Steam by cornhub.edu. Okay. I gotta turn my Steam messages off at some point. Did you guys watch Zoe 101 as a kid?
Very briefly.
Yeah, that was like a little before my time.
Hmm. See, I was a devout Zoe 101 guy. Well, because I was a devout like Lizzie McGuire kid. I loved Lizzie McGuire. And then, wait, you guys know what Lizzie McGuire is, right?
No.
Yeah, that's old.
This is what I'm
That's like
saying.
even Steven's old.
We are different eras. So I loved Lizzie McGuire as a kid. And then because of that, I liked girl-led shows if they weren't like super girly, you know, because I was a little boy and I was like, ew, girls, ew, pink, ew. And so I liked Zoe 101 a lot. I watched a shit ton of Zoe 101. Yeah, I agree with Kirby. Lizzie McGuire is not that old. Lizzie McGuire is like very early 2000s.
It's like ancient. I think one of the oldest things I ever watched was like, I don't know, Hannah Montana.
What the fuck?
That lasted for a while, actually.
See, I hated Hannah Montana. Hannah Montana, again, was from that era where I was like done. Hannah Montana was from an era where I'm like, all these shows suck ass. And they did, too.
What would have been like the precursor to Hannah Montana?
Lizzie McGuire.
Was that on Disney?
Yeah.
Was that on Nickelodeon?
No, it was Disney.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would explain it then. Yep. It was too old for me.
What? Oh, it's too... Okay. Do you guys watch like a lot of like Disney Channel original movies?
Gee. I mean, like, probably didn't enjoy them either.
Nah, DComs were the peak media, man. Like DComs, whenever it would be like 7 p.m. during the summer, they would play a DCom like every night because they knew like kids were home. So it would be like a DCOM like Monday through Thursday, and then Friday they'd play like a real movie. And that shit would start. It had its own intro. It was like, let's watch a Disney Channel movie. When that shit came on, I was like, let's go. I'd get so excited over the DComs. And then they'd play Smart House. That movie rules. They'd play My Mom's Dating a Vampire. That movie ruled. Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century. Or was it 22nd Century? And then my favorite is the sequel to Xenon. It's called Xenon the Sequel. And I to this day use the sequel with shit. And people think I'm going like fucking nuts whenever I'm like, how do you not remember Xenon? You don't remember Xenon the Sequel? There's one where a basketball player finds out that genetically he's a leprechaun. When he hits puberty, he's gonna become a leprechaun. There's one where like a professional swimmer finds out genetically he's a mermaid, and when he hits puberty, he's gonna become a mermaid. There's Johnny Tsunami, which was just about surfing. It was great. Cadet Kelly. You guys ever watch Cadet Kelly?
I've heard. I think I might have. That rings a couple bells.
Yeah, Cadet Kelly was great. I watched a lot of DComs, brother. Because like the choices were like a DCom, or like Nickelodeon had switched over to Nick at Night, so it was like George Lopez, or like Cartoon Network would be showing like. I don't even fucking know. Something I didn't want to watch. I just want DComs. They felt like events.
Does High School Musical count as a DCom?
Yep. High School Musical 1 and 2 are DComs. High School
You guys
Musical...
remember that phase from, like, middle school?
Yeah. Dude, High School Musical 1 and 2, I loved those when I was a kid. High School Musical 2 was the last, like, DCom I remember, like, being excited about premiering. And then by that point, like, I was growing out of a lot of shit. Like, I was growing out of shit, and kids media was just becoming worse. Like, so, like, I was done watching Disney Channel because it was, like, Hannah Montana. I didn't want to watch that. Nickelodeon was fucking off with iCarly. And then Cartoon Network was doing CN Real. It was just a bad time to be a kid.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. There were a lot of pretty, like, lukewarm shows.
Yeah. The shows that we like remember fondly from our childhood were like over like halfway through our childhood, and we just like kept watching reruns, or just really held on to those shows.
I got a little bit of an I enjoyed iCarly. That lasted me up through. I didn't see the end of iCarly. I enjoyed some of Victorious. I enjoyed it less than iCarly, but that show was there, I guess.
Right. See, for me, like, iCarly hit, and I was like, this isn't as good as Drake and Josh. I'd rather just watch Drake and Josh. And then, like, Ned's Declassified ended, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need... And, like, the Nicktoon, you know, the only good... I mean, there were still good Nicktoons at the time. Like, Danny Phantom and Avatar and Fairly Odd Parents were still good, but, like, SpongeBob, as a kid, I was like, this feels different. Something doesn't feel right about these episodes. Like, any post-season 3 episode of SpongeBob, I was like, that wasn't as funny. Like, it just genuinely felt like something was wrong.
I could always have SpongeBob in the background. When I was younger, I don't know if I could anymore, but
Yeah.
back then, it's always something you could just throw on.
I mean, I still, like, pretty hardcore watch SpongeBob up until, like, season, like, 6-ish. But I knew, like, things were weird. And I'd get way more excited when it was an old episode. Because it was good.
I'll be honest, the visuals, like how the old episodes looked, actually kind of like turned me off.
What do you mean?
Like, they just had like a crustier look to them because they were on older technology or something,
Right.
or same with like South Park. Like old South Park is
Sure.
crusty as hell.
Yeah. Why did our teammate just fucked me, by the way? I grabbed the gold basketball and one of our teammates just ran up to me and made me toss it. Yeah, I mean, for me, like, as a kid, I was, like, really keenly aware of, like, oh, this is old media or new media. Like, with cartoons, like, I was very aware of the difference between, like, you know, actual cells and digital paint. I think a lot of kids were, maybe. Like, I don't think I'm special for noticing that, but I was always pissed off about it. Like, I hated What's New Scooby-Doo, right? Because it wasn't Scooby-Doo. Like, it wasn't Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? It was that kind of thing for me, where I hated... Sir, what the fuck is up with you, Yellow Slug? I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna come through this computer screen and kick your ass.
Oh! Oh, he tried.
But I was really aware of that stuff, and so when, like, SpongeBob's art design started changing, like, SpongeBob slowly, season by season, was getting, like, his design was getting tweaked, where his pupils were getting bigger. He was getting more, like, cute. I was really aware of that and hated it. I hated whenever...
At some point, he looked like a kid instead of like an adult, and it was really weird.
Well, yeah, because they tried really hard there for a bit to make him, like, cuter. With, like, bigger pupils and, like a smaller mouth kind of thing. And, like, they straightened out his, like, bumps. And it made him look soulless. It made him look, like, scary. And now, you know, SpongeBob's on, like, its third iteration. It's in its, like, third era, where now the thing with SpongeBob is, like, everything is, like, an overdone drawing. Everything's, like, wackadoo. And I vastly prefer that, but it's still, like, but this isn't, like, what SpongeBob was. Like, it's a very different show. It's a better show than it was in the middle years, but I was really, like, keenly aware whenever things that had been cell animation became digital inked, and I was always like, this is worse. Like Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Lab and Johnny Bravo, when those switched over, I was like, this is worse. This is not as good as it was. I was always aware of that as a kid, and it always pissed me off whenever it was like, yeah, Powerpuff Girls, and then it'd be like a new episode of Powerpuff Girls, and I'd be like, that sucked. That was not as good. And as an adult, I'm like, maybe I was just like a miserable prick as a kid. Let me go back and watch these. Let me see. And it's like, oh no, they really were just worse than the like cell painted episodes. Like, all of those shows have like a distinct dropping point in quality due to like behind the scenes changes that made them worse. And as a kid, I could like feel that. And so I was just a miserable prick as a kid. Like, I just wanted the shows I liked to be good. Alright. Someone ban Jesse.
Do it. Ban me. Ban me. Ban me.
It's weird. I'm like the complete opposite. I like the newer look, because it looks cleaner.
Right.
It's like if someone went in and with like a paint bucket in kid picks, as opposed to someone like filling it in with a colored pencil.
Right, but it's also the difference between someone. I mean, no, I'm not even having an argument about like cell animation versus digital. Like, I don't even mean that's the issue. It was genuinely like the quality of those shows dropped in terms of writing, and they were good afterwards. Like,
but they also, I think the older stuff was a little more expressive.
I would agree. I mean,
or like maybe okay. So I think what I mean by that is like it feels less manufactured to me, which bothers me when I see it.
Right.
Like when I see manufactured animation, like animation that was like clearly like super duper like corporatized. I don't know. That's not the right word. But like workshopped by not the animators is what I mean. I prefer not that. Like I can feel not that.
I will always prefer. My personal preference is always classic cell and painting over digital ink and paint. I just prefer how that looks. It feels more. It feels warmer to me. It feels more. Something in my brain tells me that it feels more artistic. It feels more like that there was just more care put into it. Even though that's not necessarily true in every situation. It's just what my brain tells me when I see a lovingly painted background done with real paint. It impresses me more than one done digitally. But I also, the animation industry changing to digital was needed to happen. Like technology needs to keep marching forward.
Yeah, they could not produce what they did without it. That's for sure.
Yeah. And I don't think one is better than the other. It's just complete personal preference. But I personally felt that media that I liked as a kid was better when it was cell painted. When it was painted on cells, that version of it ended up better. And then as an adult, when I go back to it, I'm like, Was I right about that? I end up usually being right. Like it was written better. It was just funnier, not because of the cell painting, but it just was. It was the behind the scenes stuff. It was the people who worked on the shows, and then things changed when they moved to digital. That made me like the shows less. Except for, I will say, SpongeBob. SpongeBob is the exception to that. Where season 1 of SpongeBob is great. I love the art of season 1 of SpongeBob. Season 2 and 3 of SpongeBob, though, are the best comedic writing of all time. They're the funniest things ever. And those were done in digital. Those were digitally inked and painted. But then, then post-movie SpongeBob is not great. But my point is, old thing better, Unga Bunga, me want old thing. But even down to, actually, I will legitimately say, an actual thing that I'm like, this is better, is The Simpsons. The Simpsons, after they went digital, they couldn't replicate the color of The Simpsons digitally. Like that, there's no hex value equatable to the color of The Simpsons. So the color of The Simpsons has changed like 3 times. Like they're different shades of yellow because they keep trying to get something similar to the ink and paint version of The Simpsons, and they can't get it. So that was just, that really was better due to cell animation.
There's all those videos like comparing the animation smoothness. Pretty based.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Pretty epic. Kirby asks if any of you watched Kablam. Did you guys ever watch Kablam?
Not.
No, I don't think I know what that is.
Okay. I did. I watched a lot. I loved Prometheus and Bob. I loved Action League now. I was a huge Kablam kid. But Kablam I think was before at least before Clayton's time. Because I distinctly remember the last time I ever saw Kablam on TV, and it was like around when Drake and Josh premiered. Which I'm sure for Clayton that's too old.
Nah, Drake and Josh banged, bro.
Right, but like the very start of Drake and Josh, like
Yeah, the very start of Drake and Josh banged, bro.
They were still like, geez, I mean, they were still like kids at that point.
yeah,
I can feel his, I can feel Josh Peck's like his baby face.
I mean, during the run of that show, he lost like a lot of weight.
yeah,
And I remember arguing with my dad about like whether like Josh, the person, like my dad is really like anti-fat.
great.
Like my dad's a dick, right? Yeah. And I was like arguing. My dad was like, you shouldn't be watching this show. Like this dude was a fat guy. And I'm like, what does that mean, bro? Like I'm just trying to watch this funny show, funny show.
I can promise you, no one ever got fat because they saw a fat character on television. That's just not a thing that happened.
Yeah, my dad was like, it promotes an unhealthy lifestyle, man. What are you talking about, bro? This was after he lost weight too. Like I don't. Boomers.
Wow, this is such a cheesy trick that I just learned from this yellow guy.
What?
If someone's grabbing you and you just drop it, it doesn't go flying because they didn't like do the full grab. It plops down in front of you and then you just grab it again. That's super cheesy. I don't like that at all. Like you just can't lose. Look at that. You can't. There's no way the attacker wins in that scenario. That's pretty lame.
Did you guys ever watch All That?
That sounds familiar.
No.
What about the Amanda Show?
Yes.
Heard of the Amanda Show. Probably seen a couple episodes.
Okay. All That was a weird thing for me as a kid because I'd watch it and it always felt like this was something that was like ending. Like when I was watching All That, late into All That's run, it was like this thing feels like it's on life support. And it was. Amanda Show though, I like deeply loved as a kid. I thought Amanda Show was hilarious. I'm just it's genuinely like I view myself more as a millennial than a zoomer. Like I just whenever I talk about media, I talk about media that millennials watched and I watched than I do like zoomer things. Like, you know, zoomers like iCarly. And I didn't really watch that, but I watched All That. So I'm millennials, can you guys get me like a guest pass to be a millennial? Can I like transfer over? I'm only 1 year off. I'm like 10 months off. Can I please transfer? Thank you.
You spent 6 hours in a car doing the sheesh. I don't think they're gonna let you in.
That's
They're not gonna
different.
let you in.
That
It's
was
not
ironic.
I knew doing that I would be committed to zoomerdom.
I think it honestly like balances out. I never got into TikTok, so I kind of like we're kind of even age-wise.
But Clayton, you're in Twitch. You watch Twitch streams.
Yeah, but I don't do TikTok.
Right, but you say like Twitch emotes IRL. That's a Zoomer thing.
Okay, fair point.
And millennials are all over TikTok. They love TikTok.
Whoa!
I should not be alive.
Woo! Woo! Ow! Ow!
Why?
No. I gotta get off. I'm done. I'm fucked. This close. My counterpoint is this. Yes, I did spend 6 hours saying sheesh in a car ride. But I also would have gladly, even more gladly, spent 6 hours in a car talking about the history of Clarissa Explains It All.
Shut the fuck up. If you would have subjected me to that, I would have straight up jumped out of the car. I swear to freaking, do not even test me. I would have rather said sheesh for 6 hours straight. Basically what we did. Versus anything else on this planet.
I would have gladly spent 6 hours discussing the highs and lows of the adventures of Pete and Pete.
It sounds like you're trying to alienate me from our friendship, sir. Do not test me.
I do recommend you guys will never get the chance because Nickelodeon hates its early 90s stuff that isn't like Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy and I guess Doug. But if you somehow ever get the chance to watch The Adventures of Pete and Pete, I really recommend it. That I've like cried watching that show. That show to me is like the 90s in a box in the best ways possible. Like it's like It's like watching like a show. It perfectly encapsulates childhood and childhood freedom while also just being a good show. Anyways, I really like Pete and Pete. Nickelodeon, please put it on Paramount Plus. I will actually get Paramount Plus if I can watch Pete and Pete. Their mom has a metal plate in her head. It rules. Did you guys watch Cat Dog?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember it, but I remember liking it.
Yeah. Which do you prefer, Cat Dog or Angry Beavers?
I never watched Angry Beavers.
Oh.
That was before my time.
Oh.
All I know from them, I know of them from the Nicktoons Racing video game. I hated them.
Jesse, what about you? Cat Dog or Angry Beavers?
Cat Dog! Cat Dog!
Yeah.
You know what? I gotta go Cat Dog as well. I like Angry Beavers, but I watched a lot of Cat Dog. I like Cat Dog more. And also, and it's a tight race on this one. Cat Dog has the better theme song. But it's a tight race. Because Angry Beaver's theme song is very good. You guys watched Hey Arnold though, right?
Yes.
Jesse? Jesse?
No.
You didn't watch Hey Arnold?
Yeah, I did. I watched
Okay.
like a couple episodes.
Okay, we can still be friends then.
Wait, what did you just say?
I didn't
said
like
we can still be friends.
Oh, I didn't watch it at all.
You guys are assholes. Alright, I'm taking auditions for new friends.
I like the Fairly Odd Parents more.
Then Hey Arnold?
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed I like Chalk Zone. Oh, that's a
fuck
good
you.
show.
No, it was not.
I loved Chalk Zone.
I thought you were saying Fairly Odd Parents was, and I'm like, you know what? I do really, really love the first couple of seasons of Fairly Odd Parents. I do think it's great. Chalk Zone, though, Chalk Zone was, whenever that show was airing at like a normal time, I'm like, this sucks. And then they moved it to like 6 a.m. Sunday mornings, and I was like, this is even worse.
What's wrong with Chalk Zone, man?
It's bad. It's not good. It
I
was.
like
It was never funny. It had an interesting premise, but then Foster's Home came along and it was like an almost similar premise that I liked way more. Chalk Zone sucked.
Foster's Home was a better show.
Yeah.
But I like Chalk Zone.
Nah. Chalk Zone had like weird like music endings. Like they'd like sing a song at the end of the show, and every time I'd be pissed off while it happened. I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Listen, there's a reason you don't see Chalk Zone showing up in any, you know, in the Nickelodeon Smash Brothers game. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it at there. Did you guys watch Rugrats All Grown Up?
Yes, and I hated it.
Yep, same. Awful show.
Yeah, it was bad. And Rocket Power, I remember hating Rocket Power.
Rocket Power sucks so much ass because it's such a like late 90s concept that I love, and it's garbage. Like just a cartoon about extreme sports. It's like, yeah, that sounds great. And then it's fucking Rocket Power. Like it's the most boring extreme sports thing you could ever make.
Ooh. I liked 16, I believe is what the show was called.
Yeah. 16 was okay. 16 was a Canadian show that aired on both Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, like throughout its like time in America, which was weird. But it was done by like no, never mind, sorry. But it like I remember liking it, but it had that like weird thing that Total Drama Island had, where it was like I don't think I should be watching this. Like it was like a little too adult at times.
Yeah.
And it always like made me uncomfortable. I was always like, I don't know about this. They're doing like sex stuff. I'm just here to watch some cartoons. I tell you what though, that the summer that all Cartoon Network played was Johnny Test and George of the Jungle was the worst summer of my life. It's the thing that I always think about is like, you know, we can be here and we can talk about all these Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network shows we watched, especially the cartoons, and then whenever you bring up like Disney Channel shows, it's like, what? Like, who watched anything on Disney Channel other than like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
Oh, that was a banger.
Yeah, I loved Sweet Life. Phineas and Ferb was also good, but that was like a little bit too late for me.
Yeah, that was too late even for. I mean, I still watched the first few seasons, but yeah, even that was on the later end for me.
Yeah.
My God.
Ed, Edd and Eddy? Yes, it
Oh
holds
my
up.
God!
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually completed the stage.
Nice, Jesse. Is that your first time completing it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Yeah, Ed, Edd and Eddy. Hey, any Cartoon Network show, like from that era, holds up really well when you're an adult, because all those shows were made. See, okay, Nickelodeon in the '90s was all about like things for kids, and like nailing it. Like this is what kids want to see, and it was true. Cartoon Network was all boomers who grew up with old Hanna-Barbera cartoons and just wanted to make cartoons that they wanted to watch. But they had to make them kid-friendly. So, like, anything from late 90s Cartoon Network holds up really well. If you're an adult, it's not like, oh, they're sneaking sex references in. It's just genuinely, like, good television that is entertaining for adults as well. It's on HBO Max. It's streaming on HBO Max. And then Disney Channel's whole thing was, what can we sell you? Nickelodeon was about inspiring kids. Cartoon Network was about, like, just making fun, like, just making good things to watch. And then Disney was about, like, how do we make the whitest stuff to sell to the most people? That's how you got shit like, That's how you got shit like Sunny with a Chance.
Meatballs?
No.
I'm trying to remember. That sounds vaguely familiar. Was that a spin-off?
No, that was Demi Lovato's big break.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I remember that.
That
vaguely.
shit sucked. That shit sucked, and that got me to be like, I'm done with Disney. And then Nickelodeon, I was kind of on the outs with. And Cartoon Network, I was like in an abusive relationship with. Where I wanted to love Cartoon Network, and they just kept playing Out of Jimmy's Head and Destroy, Build, Destroy, and Dude, What Would Happen? And I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Please.
yeah.
Bring back
Hell
Scooby-Doo, please.
Destroy, Build, Destroy slapped, bro.
Destroy, Build, Destroy was the only one of those that was watchable. I will give them that.
What was that? Was that a game show?
Yeah.
Build, destroy.
They destroy a thing, and then they
think I
had to build it, and then whoever lost, it'd get destroyed again.
What was like? Did they have to do like challenges with whatever
Yeah.
they destroyed or something?
Yeah, with what they built. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember liking that. That was cool.
Yeah, it was all right. It was fine. Everything, but it was like, why is this on Cartoon Network? And then everything else from CN Real was fucking abysmal. Again, we grew up in a really bad time for kids media.
Cartoon Network should have picked up. They should have picked up the like anything
Oh.
with Robot Wars,
Help me.
anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Oh yeah, Destroy Build Destroy was hosted by Andrew WK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we're good.
Who's that?
Based.
He's a rock man.
I'm getting gripped.
I got nothing. I don't know. I don't listen to rock.
I'm dead.
Oh. Gavin's still in.
LOL.
Oh, nice.
I miss him.
Huh.
Does Nickelodeon still do slime? Like ever?
I'm sure in like some marketing things,
Oh.
but not to the extent. I mean, you have to understand, Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network are they play one show a day, all week. Nickelodeon is literally all day SpongeBob, and Cartoon Network is all day Teen Titans Go. It's really sad.
I got about one more in me, boys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think we're gonna go one more. Nickelodeon should bring back Pelswick.
I got nothing.
This guy doesn't know Pelswick. Guys, where's the Pelswick fan in chat? Can we get put a P for Pelswick? Put a P for Pelswick and an F for Fillmore. If you like Fillmore more, put an F. You guys ever watch Fillmore?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. Guys, put an S if you're voting for Alan Strange. And put a J if you're voting for Just Jordan.
Put an L for Lippy the Lion.
Okay, well that's not.
Can we get a shout out to Lippy the Lion? That's
yeah.
the only. That's probably the oldest thing I know.
Clayton, we literally sat down and watched the was it The Searchers, The Finders? What was that John Wayne movie?
The what?
We watched that John Wayne movie where he's trying to find the girl who was kidnapped by Indians.
Was that the one we watched over? Was that the one we watched with our one friend when I was like painfully ill?
Maybe. That might explain why you don't remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, my boy. My sweet baby boy.
That didn't count anyhow. That's not a cartoon. I'm thinking of cartoons. So I've also seen, It's on First, or Who's on First, rather.
Well, that's a comedy bit. That's not even.
That's pretty old.
Clayton, whose comedy bit is that? Name the team.
Penn and Teller.
Mods, execute Clayton.
It's hang on, I know it.
We watched it like several times. We rehearsed it for like an hour.
The Fall Guys music is distracting me. I can't think right now.
Chat, don't tell him. Don't give him any hints. Who did the famous "Who's on First" bit?
I don't know. Their names aren't coming to me right now. Give me a hint.
I don't know how to give you a hint. This isn't.
What is like? Give me one of them's like. What letter does their name start with?
Do you like their full name or like the name of their act?
The name of the person.
So their full name.
Yeah.
Okay. One of their names starts with the letter B.
What's the second letter?
Okay. One of their first names is Bud.
Bud, what the devil?
Oh, Airbud.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Does not ringing any bells.
The other first name is Lou.
What are their like stage names?
The same thing.
What the heck? This ain't ringing any bells.
I think I know why it's not ringing any bells, and I'm gonna wring your neck if it's true. Okay, one of their last names starts with C.
Which one?
Lou.
Lou with a C.
Lou Sass. Oh.
Mods, execute Jesse.
Jesse, do you know this?
No, I have no idea what he's talking about. I think he's making it up, honestly.
They've met Frankenstein. They met the Wolfman. They've gone to Africa. But their most famous comedy bit is the all-time classic, Who's on First? Name that iconic comedy duo. Bud blank and Lou C blank.
Lou Costello.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, that's it.
You're getting somewhere. You've named one of them.
Bud Bentley.
Abbott
Bud-
and Costello.
Bud Bentley. Bentley and Costello. Yep, that's them. Bud
Right? Is it
Bentley.
Abbott? Is Abbott the right one?
Yes, it's Abbott and Costello.
What the heck? Oh,
Who?
okay. I wouldn't have known them from their first names. I
Yeah.
only know them as Abbott and... Okay.
Wait, who are these
Okay.
people? What do they do? All I know is that they're the big monsters from Arrival.
Oh yeah, they totally are.
I hate Zoomers. I want Zoomers gone.
You realize how fun torturing you with my media illiteracy is, right, Mike? Like, you make it so fun.
Yeah, Jesse, that's the joke, brother. It's a bit, brother. Turns out I don't actually get mad when people don't know outdated media shit. I just do it
Bum,
because
bum,
it's funny,
bum.
brother.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's a big fucking kappa right
It
there.
is not. Oh, okay.
That's a big fucking kappa right there. Huge kappa. What does kappa mean again?
It's like a face.
Yeah, but like, what does it mean?
I mean, you just when you know, you know.
I don't know if I know.
I don't think you do either if you're asking. tell you off stream. Give you a look and I'll give you a peek into like the.
Kappa means that the person is lying, right?
No,
Like,
that's capping.
what?
Bro, you're capping.
What are you saying to me?
This is a fucking Zoomer thing. When somebody's like telling you false information or lying, they're capping. They're capping.
Like cap? Like no
cap.
cap?
No cap. Yes.
That's weird, man. That's a L, dog.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Kappa. Clayton, can you name the other famous comedy duo that we ripped off for our skits?
I could name Oh wait. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I know this one.
Do the
Yanni and Hardy.
Yanni and Hardy. That's them. And Bud Bentley and Costello. That's them. But I really like Bud Bentley. Like, that's a really good, like, 1950s name.
There's only like one other Bud that I know, and I'm not gonna bring his name up because it's tragic.
That's not tragic. That's a good meme.
Bud Dwyer and Costello.
Yeah, Bud Dwyer, baby. Let's go.
Tragic. Okay, tragic's not the right word. Morbid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, the Bud Dwyer video is a great evidence to, like, why we shouldn't let children use the internet unrestricted. Cause, like,
Yeah.
I saw the Bud Dwyer video way too young.
Yeah, me too. That shit
Yeah.
fucked me up.
Yeah. I saw it because you guys, I don't know if it was literally you guys, but our friend group at the time, like, sent me a link to it as a joke, and I opened it and watched it. So that one's on you guys, honestly.
I think that was me. Clayton, was that you? Did you do that?
I don't remember doing anything like that.
I don't know
But I
who
don't remember a
specifically
lot.
it was, but it was someone in our friend group. And then when I was really shooken by it, I was told, like, to, like, get over it. I was told that it was not that bad. And
Jesus.
I distinctly remember that.
Wait,
That's
when,
right.
when was this?
This was, like, 8th grade. Whenever we used to be on Skype all the time playing Minecraft.
Yeah. Whack. I have no idea. I have no idea who at that time would have done that. In our friend group.
Yeah. I kind of think I know who. I'll tell you after the stream. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't think kids should be allowed on the internet alone. Until they hit, like, 15.
You have to apply for an internet usage license.
Yeah.
I wish I was looking at like anime boobies instead of Bud Dwyer when I was that age.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I was like taking in too much of both. Like, and I think it's like broken my brain.
Nice.
Not really. Maybe that's why I, like, hated watching like iCarly and stuff. Like why I like felt like I grew out of that. I'm dead. Because like around that time I was watching like Bud Dwyer. I was watching like I don't want to. No, I'm ending the bit. I don't want to think about the things I've seen. I spent years trying to forget it.
Yeah, that was the Wild West back in the day. Well,
Yeah.
no, before then. That was like the cleaning up the Wild West era.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. No! We're fine.
It was when the West was getting cleaned up, but there was still just like, hey, check this out. And you'd click it, and it'd be like fucking, you know, Cherry Babies. It'd be fucking Tub Girl.
I don't know what Cherry Babies is.
Actually,
Don't
know
look
what
it
you're
up.
talking about.
Don't look it up. Just don't look it up. That's my advice to you.
Clayton, stop typing right now.
Is it a song?
It is definitely not a song.
I don't think I'm having an easy time finding it.
I'm sure if it's as bad as it seems to be, it's going to be scrubbed from the internet.
Yeah, actually, fair enough. No, but I mean, God, there should be like I was looking for a Know Your meme page on it, because they got some. I mean, they got like.
I think it might be too old and too obscure for Know Your Meme.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Man, now I kind of want to know after stream.
Oh, I'm not telling you.
What the heck?
I feel like PTSD shell shock now. This. Don't. Parents, hey, anyone out there? Parents? People who plan on having sex? Don't let your kids on the internet. If you do, though, desensitize them first. Do flash 2 girls 1 cup into their brain.
Don't do that.
Flash Tub Girl into their brain. Oh no.
God damn it.
These are just shrimp now.
What?
These are just a species of shrimp called cherries. Someone posted an image of their cherry babies. They're shrimp.
Dude, I love the stream Shrimps247. That stream slaps.
Do you watch the Otter stream?
Not when they were having a birthday party, but I do watch the Otter stream.
Oh, the whole birthday week was beautiful.
I didn't get the chance to, man. It sucked.
Why did we let the internet go as long as it has? We should have stopped this shit. Whenever Gangnam Style hit. We should have just unplugged gone and lived our lives. Go back to society. But we let it keep going. Why?
It's because they took down Teddy.
Who's Teddy?
Teddy?
Yeah, who's
Big
Teddy?
man Teddy.
Who's Teddy?
Teddy lived out in the shack in the woods. Teddy.
I don't know who Teddy is.
I love your obsession with Teddy, but I definitely question it. Teddy was not that based.
Who's Teddy?
He had some weird. Teddy had some weird views.
Especially as it pertains to universities.
Teddy wasn't. He wasn't all there.
Smart guy, but not all there, that's for sure.
Is he dead?
Is he?
I don't think so.
No, I think he's still in prison. Let's see.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, he's old.
Who's Teddy? Okay.
We can do an info dump trade. I'll trade Teddy for this thing that that cannot be found.
Cherry babies?
Yeah.
You want to know what cherry babies are?
Yeah. I don't even know where to look. I don't know if this is real. Is this real?
Yes. Oh, it's real.
Do I need to go to like fuck, what is it?